guys, it's Jessii Vee, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about a very creepy legend that has to do with red snowflakes. And just like my title, if you ever see one, it's already too late. So heed this warning and watch this video and find out how you can avoid it and everything you need to know about it. As you can see, I'm totally decked out for Christmas. We got a new backdrop. I'm wearing a Christmas sweater, so cozy, so comfy. So because I have a new backdrop, that means I'll be announcing the winner of last month's backdrop. You had to send me the spiral emoji on Instagram, and the winner is darkangel.vi. So congratulations, thank you to everyone who sent an entry. This month, we have this cute little Christmas town. I love how it's gold with a dark sky. Santa is flying over my head. I just think it's so cute. Even though my black hair kind of blends in, I'm totally fine with it. So if you would like to win it, all you have to do is be subscribed to this channel, my Jessii Vee channel, turn on your notification bell, and then head over to my Instagram once again, give it a follow if you're not already, and DM me any Christmas emoji. Could be a Christmas tree, Santa, a snowflake, literally anything Christmassy, wintry. By the way, because I haven't brought this up here in quite a while, I have a podcast that I do with my sister Mandy. We tell crazy story times from our life. We talk about controversial opinions, creepy things. It's honestly super unfiltered, so it is intended for my older audience, maybe the older teens, young adults, adults. It is not for the super young ones. This channel will always be family friendly, but my podcast channel is a little bit more unfiltered. So if you want to see that side of me, because I am almost 30, we talk about more mature things on that podcast. I will put a link down below to where you can listen or watch. We have a YouTube channel called The Peculiar Place Podcast, and we post a podcast video on there every single week. But if you rather listen, we're on Spotify, we're on Apple Podcasts, so everything is linked down below, but it is for a more mature audience, okay? Just a disclaimer. And of course, we still have some Christmas mystery boxes left. Not a ton, but we do have a small handful. If you haven't gotten one yet and you want to get it in time for Christmas, I will put a link down below for you. So I first wanted to start with some really crazy winter phenomenons before we get into the red snowflake. These are things that actually happen in the world. They're so intriguing to me. First, we have light pillars, which are pastel colored and they're floating eerily off the ground. And these columns of light have often been mistaken for UFOs. Those who catch sight of them on a freezing winter night are often awed by their beauty, which seems like the work of aliens or some otherworldly power. There is a scientific explanation, as always. During very cold, windless nights, flat ice crystals from high altitudes can form closer to the ground and reflect the street lights from cities and the ground lights from cars, and this creates that haunting alien-like appearance, and it usually reflects whatever color item the light is bouncing off of, and that's why it's like super colorful and cool. I would love to see this in person. Then we have something called penitents, which I'm definitely not saying correctly. These strange formations of snow resemble lethal patches of spikes. In fact, some of them can reach much higher than a person's shoulder, up to 20 feet tall. It can be startling to see these claw-like blades rising from the ground like hooded figures. And apparently these are just formed from hardened snow or ice at altitudes above 4,000 meters. And just over time, these really crazy spikes are formed. We've got ice balls. In a remote village of Siberia in 2016, the residents were greeted with an odd assortment of objects that seemed to have been washed ashore from the inner reaches of the sea. And these ice balls stretched 11 miles. Most of them were 3 feet in diameter, so they were pretty big. And they're basically like a slushy mixture of ice crystals and water that are just formed from like really rough waves mixed with strong winds. I mean, these would be also really crazy to see in real life. You can make like endless frosties, you know, snowmen everywhere. We have something called thunder snow, an awe-inducing word that is exactly what it sounds like. Thunder snow is a phenomenon that occurs when thunder and lightning happen during a snowstorm. Now, the conditions have to be just right for this to occur, and I believe last year my sister and I both heard thunder snow, which is really, really crazy. Then we have pancake ice, which is these strange frozen lily pads that dot rivers, covering the water with circles of up to 3 meters across. They look like frisbees or pizzas, but they're made up of ice. And it's when slush accumulates on top of the water's surface, and then like they kind of bump together and make these round lily pad looking things. super weird. Okay, so let's get into this red snowflake legend. This story is called The Legend of Everwood. There's a legend from the 1700s about a village called Everwood. It was nestled deep in the forest and consisted of only 100 people. And every year when they got their first snowfall, they looked outside their windows and into the sky, dreading what was coming next. They knew that as soon as they saw a single red snowflake fall to the ground, something evil would grace their town. Do you know how hard it would be to keep an eye out for one single red snowflake? It would have to be like all eyes on deck, looking in every single direction constantly. They must have had someone like standing on a rooftop, keep an eye out to call when they saw one. For some reason though, the red snowflake usually appeared at nightfall, and it almost had a glow to it as it fluttered to the ground. And as soon as it was in your sights, you had to run into your house, shut your curtains, close your doors, lock every single entryway, and you had to go hide in the darkest room of your house. They couldn't come out of their house until morning, and apparently while they are hiding, they will hear strange noises outside, and this otherworldly chill will fill their houses, and not even blankets will keep them warm or fire. They will be cold all through the night. It is said that while the town is empty and people are hiding away in their houses, a hooded entity will walk the streets, leaving a trail of red snow behind it. And if you didn't hide on time and it spots you with its hollow eyes, it will place a curse on you and your family that you will have to deal with for the rest of your life. And the next day, all that is left is these streaks of red snow, showing exactly the path of where this entity was roaming. You can even see whose doors and windows it walked up to, which is so creepy. I'm definitely glad that this is only a legend. Or at least I hope so. And of course, I was able to find a creepy red snowflake game, and here are the rules. Either craft a red snowflake ornament or find a red object. This will serve as your red snowflake beacon. And then you have to go outside and place it in your chosen spot in the snow. Wait until midnight to begin the game. The silence of a winter's night will amplify the paranormal atmosphere. So you have to stand right near your red snowflake beacon and close your eyes and listen for any unusual sounds or whispers around you, and then walk in a slow circle around your red beacon. Then imagine your connection with the winter weather, feel the cold on your face, then visualize the lone red snowflake descending from the sky, carrying an otherworldly energy. If you truly believe, you can open your eyes and the red snowflake will fall right before you and land right beside your red beacon. And if you do not see one, you must draw a snowflake pattern around your beacon with your foot, which apparently will close off the game. So this sounds interesting. Obviously, I want to try it on the vlog channel. There's no rules as to when you have to do it. Just make sure it's winter, make sure it's midnight. So I think this sounds pretty easy. Also really creepy. Anyway, so guys, this is the end of today's video. If you want me to do more creepy Christmas legends, give this video a thumbs up and let me know. Don't forget to check out our podcast. Everything is linked below. Also, the Christmas mystery box is linked below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!